Mike.
All right, thank you so much, Ed. Well, welcome back, and we're going to be talking now. Taking off the jacket, we're doing exercises. Roxy has joined us this morning. Good morning to you, Roxy.
Good morning, Mike.
Okay, so instead of doing weights this morning or exercises to build muscle or whatnot or to tone, we're actually going to do something that may be important to a lot of us this time of year. What are we talking about?
Stretching.
Stretching and what?
Yes. Well, stretching really helps you stay really flexible. If your muscles are really flexible, you're going to be able to move those joints a lot better. Less knee injuries, less knee issues, less aches and pains, basically. So.
And this time of year, when you walked in, we talked about gardening.
Yes.
So are we going to do exercises specific to maybe helping us gardeners?
Right. Because if you can, if you imagine, when you garden, you're usually, all hunched over like this.
Right.
And the whole front side of your body becomes just very, very tight.
Okay.
Or if you're just, digging a lot, your back becomes to be very tight, your hip flexors tight, chest kind of curls under. It just makes you just really tight and achy.
Yeah. And it's amazing how sore you can actually get from gardening.
I know, right?
It's true. Okay, so what kind of exercises can we do to fix this problem or help alleviate the pain?
The first two exercises here are actually some yoga moves.
Okay.
This first one is called cat-cow. And so all you do, cat-cow,
okay.
Meow, moo.
That's awesome.
So you just basically stretch out the back looking down, and then you dip the back down looking up. You stretch it out again, rounding that back, looking down, and you just keep making the same movement over and over again, because your back has a tendency to get very, very tight as you're doing all these gardening exercises.
Now, if you were actually to do this, how long would somebody want to do this for?
Maybe 30 seconds to a minute or so. You can do it 2 times, which is fine, 2 sets. So after this, I would actually go into child's pose. And so with child's pose, you would actually come down onto the mat, head on the mat, arms extended, stretching nice and long.
Where do you want this to feel?
Low back, hips. You'll feel it a little bit in your upper back. Oh, yeah. And there's a great lat stretch as well. Now, if you want to add on to this, Mike, all you have to do is just go one arm under, either side, and feel even a deeper stretch there. You'll feel a good stretch, through the shoulder.
My tie is cutting out the circulation to my head. Is that bad?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay,
we'll come back. Okay, so then this next one
is... So you want to hold that one also for about 30 seconds?
Yeah, and just continue. Just keep breathing during this time, too. So on this one, you'll do a hip flexor stretch. Okay. So you're taking the left knee down onto the mat. For you to be the right knee, just tucking the hips under, press it forward, so you're going to feel a good stretch there through the hip flexors, and then you can actually go through a shoulder stretch as well, so just crossing the body.
Full body stretch.
Yeah, for sure. And then you can go into a different shoulder stretch by bringing that back arm, right behind you, and pulling, and then moving the head to the side. Chicken wing is that? Oh, that's a good name for this exercise. A chicken wing exercise. All right. So that one's great for hip flexor, shoulders.
But you want to point your head towards the
opposite. Well, wherever the hand goes is where you want your head to point.
Okay.
So good stretch there all through the side of the neck.
Yeah, you can definitely feel that. Okay.
So this this window through stretch is great for the piriformis. The piriformis is a small muscle. It's a small muscle in the hip that gets extremely tight on people. So you would cross your right foot over the left quad, go through the window, grab the hamstring, pull it down with your upper body, and you're going to feel a great stretch in that hip. Do you feel it? If you put your head down...
I've never done this. I've been needing this for so long.
Oh, really? This is a great one. You can do this, too, if you're sitting in a chair. So in the office, I'll come to the edge here. If you're sitting in a chair, you can do this exact same thing. So you don't look super weird or anything in your office, but this is a great stretch.
We're all kind of weird anyway. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Stretching is important. It helps us maintain our muscles and also keeps us and prevents from us from getting injured.
Yeah, that's right.
And great to do while we're doing this gardening and any sort of activity.
Anything, really, anything.
Hey, Roxy, thank you so much for coming in this morning. Thanks for teaching us all this.
No problem.
By the way, you can contact Roxy at
KnoxvillePersonalTraining.com, 622-3103.
There you go. Guess who's in the kitchen? Barbara Tenney.
With some good stuff.
We'll get to the next day with us.